Hey, I'm Maciej from EONA talking about data loss prevention. Today I will talk about how to install Nextcloud on the newest TrueNAS Community Edition, which is 25.04 Fangtooth. This is what I will show, but first, sponsored part.
If you need our support in designing, implementing or maintaining infrastructure related to virtualization, remote access or TrueNAS storage, feel free to contact us. If you don't need our support but you like what we do, like and subscribe, you know the drill. Thanks, and now let's get back to the technical details.
TrueNAS is keep changing permanently. For example, the way how the applications are handled by TrueNAS is changed. First big change was when we was migrating from core to scale. That was migration from jails to Kubernetes. And 2 versions ago, we had migrations from Kubernetes to Docker. So that's the big thing, but we also have changes in how the applications are handled. We get more features in this. We get more things we can change or adjust. That's the positive thing, but the negative is that it's getting to be a little bit more complicated. So if you are totally plug and play solution, just fire and forget, that probably not the solution for you. But if you are open to think a little bit about this, try to understand what's going in the background and use open source, that's probably you are in the right place, and we should just start. Let's start our configuration. We have a newest version, TrueNAS 25.04. It's quite clear installation. I have only added a pool. There is something in it, but doesn't matter from current perspective. There is no application. There is no virtual machine, etc., etc. Quite clear configuration. So to start, we will go to apps. Discover apps and Nextcloud. Click it and we see information that this is a version of Nextcloud 31.04, but implementation version 1.6.22. This is a version of implementation in TrueNAS. We are not able to easily change application version only. We will do it by changing of implementation version. Under that version, the Nextcloud version will be also pushed up. So let's continue. We are asking about which pool we should use to install Docker. It's a good approach to use faster pool. In example, when you have SSD or NVMe pool, this will be the better choice. This is something different than keeping data as itself. So generally, it's a good approach to keep containers on the faster pool and keep storage with a lot of files on spinning disks. But in this case, I have only one pool, so let's choose it. In the background, he's starting to implement Docker as itself. Before we will be able to run any application, he needs to spin up Docker in the background. And it will do it on this pool, which we choose a little bit before. It's done. So general Docker is applied. Now we can install our application. What do we have here? We have application name Nextcloud. It's quite obvious. What is worth to mention is that there is not possible to use 2 application in the same name. I'm talking about this because, for example, if you will use 2 applications, it's possible. An example, one per particular client or particular project, then it will be, for example, Nextcloud 2 or whatever. In my case, it's not the issue. I will leave Nextcloud. This is the version of implementation in TrueNAS, like I mentioned. We will not choose Nextcloud version as itself. What next? Next is the Postgres version. If it is new installation, let's use 17. Admin user. Who would guess admin password? Who would guess admin? Never do it in your production. That's more than obvious. What next? Imaginary. This is something what will improve performance according to previous graphics and similar things. Hosts. This is the name how our instance will be reached. In my case, it will be this IP. That's okay, but I will choose port 30,000. That will be host name. This is data directory patch. This is the place where user data will be kept. It's not related with how your directory is built on TrueNAS. It's only applied in Nextcloud container. Redis password. Let's do it like that. Redis is a kind of cache. It is caching database request to avoid situation that database is hit every time with the same request. The output of the database request are kept in that cache. That is this improve performance quite good. Database password. Let's do it like that. Database, it's more than obvious. That is our Postgres. Those we will not touch this because we are focusing on the base solution. Tweak it. It is possible, but it will depend on what we need. Cron. It's good to have it. We will enable it. That will start additional container in the background. It is good to have it. It is performing some background cleanup. So we will enable it. About this shadow, it's okay every time, every 5 minutes. It's good. About the network, this will be exposed port. By default, it's 327. I mentioned that I would like to have it 30,000. It's important to do not match any other exposed port. So if you will need additional instance of Nextcloud, it will be, for example, 30,001 or whatever. Certificate. In our case, we will not use certificate, but we can use, for example, TrueNAS certificate. In my opinion, it's not the best approach. We can always add additional certificate to TrueNAS and use it. We also can use it as a solution like reverse proxy, for example, Cloudflare or whatever kind of solution which will give us SSL. This is not the case. We will use no certificates. Here we have configuration how to manage data which will be where the data will be put in our disks. We can leave it like this, managed by Ajax volumes. It will configure something somewhere. It's okay, it will work, but I would like to have the visibility or take control on this, where he will put those data. So let's go to our pool. The new feature in TrueNAS is that we are able to create dataset here, because till now, if we didn't have that dataset, we need to stop configuration, go back, create additional dataset, and came back here. That was annoying. Probably that's why it's here. It's quite a nice feature. Nextcloud. So it will create dataset Nextcloud, but we will need more than one dataset. This will be web data. This is the place where Nextcloud will live. He will keep their configuration of application, a lot of stuff he will keep here. This will be the place for it. Additional things, user data. So this will be the place where he will keep user files, everything what is according to user, particular user. So also we want to manage it manually, and we will create data set like user data. And additional things, database. That's more than obvious that data cannot disappear after Docker will reboot, so we need to keep it somewhere. Let's do like that. Database. He will create dataset. Let's let him to automate permissions stuff. Additional storage, we don't need it. Okay, I missed something. Yeah, additional environment. Yeah, if you want to manage variables, for example, it is possible to configure, for example, mailing or another stuff like that. It's possible to add it here. Key name and key value. For example, mail server address, etc., etc. It's always possible. Okay, let's go ahead. What do we have here? The resource limitation. It's good to have it. It depends on how many horsepower have your TrueNAS. If it's quite powerful, you can give it more, and that's the place where you can limit it. Okay, so let's click install. What will happen in this moment? It will take a while because now he need to download images. He will need to copy all files which are necessary to run Nextcloud. When he will start it, he will notice that this is a first start, so it will create a database. So it will take a while. Perfect, we have it. It's spin up, it's working, it's running Nextcloud. We have amount of CPU, amount of RAM. We have information that our version is up to date. Whenever new version will come in, you will see possibility to update. You will be informed here. In that case, we need to match the application and upgrade it. That will work, and it will just upgrade. What next? If you want to change something, you need to go here, edit, and do changes what you want. Please remember that if we will click update, he will update the resource Docker. He will rebuild it every time when you will apply it. So please remember that sometimes it could take a while. It will not take as long as the first time, but it could take a time, like in that case. Yeah, now we can see that it's deploying and running. It's okay. What next? We want to go to our GUI, our interface. It's working. It's quite new. It's nothing. We don't have nothing here. Files, photos, literally nothing. Just the content which we have from the beginning. That's obvious. What is interesting? We have apps. We have apps inside of Docker. There is a lot of applications which we can use. Just to show what's going on, we will use bundles. For example, hub bundle. Not the case. Download and enable. Okay, let's do that. he will get it. So what is nice here? Calendar, it's kind of alternative for a lot of calendars. Contacts will allow you to keep contacts in the Nextcloud. Mail will allow you to use use mail via web browser. So it's something like Roundcube or something else. You will be able to have all in one dashboard. Talk is alternative for any for chat applications. It will allow you to discuss with all logged in users, logged into Nextcloud, of course. Deck is quite good alternative for Trello. What more? We have a lot of things here. What is also nice? Access control and audit logging. What's happened? This is also nice to have it. In the background, he will install all of this. We can go back. We can go back to our TrueNAS. What we see here. This is how the ports are mapped. This is the port of TrueNAS. So every IP on this port, so 30,000, will be passed through port 80, our container. We see 7 containers. Cron, I have mentioned about that. Imaginary, it's also running. Nextcloud as itself. Postgres, it's database. Postgres upgrade exceeded. So if we install the version of the Nextcloud, first he's starting to check what's going on. Do I need to update? If not, he will exit the container. If it's necessary to update, he will do that. Also, it will be also this permission container. Redis is running. That's cool. Okay, let's get back to our bundles. We can refresh the page and we can see, let's add something else in the background, download and enable. Okay, we can see talk. We are able to come to discuss about that. As a chat application, photos, activity. We don't have a lot of things here, just what was there before. We have emails, we have calendar, and we have deck. It's quite nice set of application. It's worth to think about it, to maybe even start to use it. But let's get back to what we have inside. How it looks like. It's nice that we can use Docker commands here. We can see that we have those containers. They are running. We can always see, oh, sorry. Decar, sorry. We can see each particular container, how much resources he's used in this particular moment, CPU or memory. Okay, but where we have that information, where are those? Because please remember that we need to make a backup, always do the backup. So even if we have that Nextcloud, we always need to have the backup somewhere else. So what do we need to backup? We have folder MNT where Nextcloud mount every pool. In our case, it's this one, test pool. We can see dataset Nextcloud and 3 datasets with database. This is the place where database is keep data. User data, like I mentioned, data of all users. In our case, we have only one user. He have some files which was already there. And what next? And web data. This is a place where Nextcloud live. We have applications, we have configurations. Data would be here if we will not split it. User data are, in the matter of fact, here. Okay, that's it. It seems to work. You know how it looks like. In my opinion, it's quite good. It's quite good solution. I think you could try to use it. That's it. Thanks.
Thanks for staying till the end. Remember, if you need our support in designing, implementing, or maintaining infrastructure related to virtualization, remote access, or TrueNAS storage, feel free to contact us. If you don't need our support, but you like what we do, like and subscribe, you know the drill. Meanwhile, we invite you to watch other materials or maybe see you later. Thanks. Bye.